Hello dear students, I hope you all are fine. Today I am going to pick the next topic of the grammar series, that is past continuous tense. Past continuous tense is used to express an action that was in progress at some point or over a period in the past. For example, the train was running at full speed at that moment. It means it is not running now. We are talking about the past. Okay, they were playing football between 4 and 5 p.m. It means they are not playing football now. They were playing football between 4 and 5 p.m., which is past. It means the time is not 4 or 5 now, it is more than that. Fine. Next is to express two parallel actions which continued for some time in the past. For example, while her mother was knitting a pullover, her father was solving crossword puzzle. While I was playing, my sister was studying. So, to tell about two actions which were going on simultaneously in the past, we use past continuous tense. Next is to express a frequently repeated past action. Frequently repeated past action means which was happening repeatedly in the past. For example, the employees were always complaining. It means they always complaining, often complaining, but now they are not. It was in the past. Strong chilly winds were lashing the trees all the time. It was happening all the time, but in the past. So we'll use past continuous tense. To express the gradual development of an action which develops with the passage of time. In the past, to express that action, we will use past continuous tense. For example, it was getting dark. It was getting dark. The patient was getting restless. The past continuous is often used in descriptions. I mean to describe something in the past, obviously. I entered the classroom, the teacher was teaching and the students were listening. If you pay attention on this example, you will see that in the first part of the example, I have used simple past, that is entered, and later on past continuous. So in such type of sentences, we use simple past at one place and past continuous to tell about the action happening in the past at that very time. We use past continuous tense. For example, the phone rang when she was taking her food. It means when she was eating her food, the phone rang. So in one part of the sentence we are using past continuous, and in the another part of the sentence we are using simple past tense. Fine. So in this way we describe the past events. Now let's see the rules of past continuous tense. First is affirmative sentences. For affirmative sentences we use this structure: subject plus helping verb plus first form of the verb plus ing plus object. For example, he was watching a film. Here subject he is singular, so we have used singular helping verb, that is was. Watch is the first form of the verb plus ing watching, that is main verb. A film is object. Then they were watching a film. They is plural subject, were is plural helping verb, watching again main verb plus ing, a film object. For negative sentences, structure is same, just we have to put not in that. For example, he was not watching a film, they were not watching a film. For interrogative or interrogative sentences, we have to bring the helping verb in the front of the sentence as we have done in present continuous tense. Was, were plus subject plus main verb in first form plus ing plus object, and at the end mark of interrogation. Fine. For example, was he playing cricket in the field? Was is helping verb, he is singular subject, playing is the main verb, and cricket in the field is the object, and at the end mark of interrogation. Fine. Next, if we write in a WH family, we will write it in this way: why were you playing cricket in the field? Okay, here WH word, then helping verb, then subject, then main verb plus ing, then object, and at the end question mark. Fine. Sometimes we try to cram these rules, but as an English teacher I would request all of you, please do not cram these rules. I am giving you these rules just to understand the concept in a better way. If you cram these rules, you will never be able to apply them. Fine. So the question is how you will understand these rules, how you will become handy and comfortable with these. That is only and only by two things. One is reading, another is speaking, even by listening. These three things, reading, speaking, listening of the language, will make you handy with these rules. Need not to cram them. Okay. So here finishes this topic, past continuous tense. I am again putting one exercise with it, and at the end of the video, answers. Till then, take care. Bye bye.